My name's Cheech Is. I'm the head setter for First Ascent in Chicago, Illinois, in the U.S. And we're in our new Humboldt Park facility. It's on the west side of Chicago, and we're going to open in the end of September. I'm going to set a pretty powerful problem with hopefully a tricky move or two in there. I'd like climbers to come out into a toe press and then walk into a toe hook and then match the toes on this hold and then come into a bat hang and come around. But we'll see in forerunning if that concept works. I think this will be a very power endurance oriented problem with perhaps the first crux with the bat hang move, and then I'm anticipating one in the next 2 to 3 moves I'm about to set up over here. Yeah, this is getting a little iffier because I don't typically set this particular move. I don't think I really set in at least in a commercial gym before. Just playing around in friends' home walls, I've taped up a problem with it, but I'm hoping that they'll figure 4 into a long cross. Let's see, based on spacing. Out in this area and these couple of T-nuts. So we took the boulder to the top of the wall, but once we stepped back and took a look at it, I saw a hold in a sequence that looked cheatable, so I'm making some substitutions before we form. Oh yes, before it was a full jug that my concern was that it was matchable and then people would be able to skip the sequence I wanted. So I chose just a very deep, comfortable pocket instead. Try and force it to be a more one-handed hold. Wearing the safety glasses, my concern was exactly what you mentioned. I have a friend who has gotten metal in his eye several times, so after hearing those stories, I always wear my safety glasses. Except for just now, apparently, when I was making that change. A little curious about how some of these sequences will work, but we'll find out.
That was cool.
Move doesn't quite work how I wanted because it's cheatable in the way it's set up right now. So, in the last couple of minutes, I went back and kept tweaking the figure 4 section, and went back and forth on the holds I had there. I made one tweak to a good jug for the right hand, but it was a little too good and you can just campus off of it. So I ended up going to a 2-finger pocket, which I discarded that idea before, but I made sure I picked a deeper, more comfortable one. If you have small digits, you should be able to get your back 3 in there, and sequence should work, and figure 4 should be less strenuous and easier than the campus. But again, we'll find out.
It's sick. Nice, Cheech. Yeah. Really. Yeah. Come on. Reel it in. Reel it in. Yes. Really. Come on, Cheech. Stay with it now. Come on.
Alright, I think it finally came out how I wanted. Get some other climbers on it, see what they think, and hopefully they have fun.
Been watching Cheech set this problem. A bunch of different iterations. They're gonna hop out on with this one. Campus moves on crims in the middle looks pretty cool. Looking forward to the bat hang in the beginning as well. So yeah, see how it goes.
Some creams or some pockets?
Did I say crims?
Yeah.
Definitely meant to say pockets.
Oh no. You've missed the figure 4.
Wait, there's figure 4 in there?
You can't just do it.
Oops.
That's alright. I think I can get it to work if it were a much worse hold for the right hand, but then I don't think it would be in the grade range that I wanted anymore. And Nikon's just really strong.
We moved the left hand down like 4 or 5 T-nuts so that the move actually enabled the campus move. So now it's just more stabilize, get the figure 4, and then pull through. Ew.
Ew, I like that. Might be a little harder than I wanted now, so we'll see if it stays like that.
What you got? Hey. Yep. Come on. Swing.
I did it.
I think after watching Michaela get on it, maybe add another foot chip in the beginning for the first move where you go and pull into the toe hook with your feet. It was a bit long for her height, so if I add a spike foot pointing towards the start, that should allow shorter climbers to walk their feet out into the position I want. I just have to make sure that it's bad enough where people won't grab it and use it as a hand.
Yeah, I have to go dynamic with pretty much every move, I guess. I'm smaller, so I don't know, it's like longer for my arm, and I had to really push off my leg.
So with the change of the hold up there for the figure 4, before it just kind of felt like very scary, and it was really hard to bail out once you committed into the move. From the pocket, it felt like you would just get some really weird tweaky kind of torsiony injury moves. So with the jug, it's actually really fun, and seeing as how we've decided that figure 4s are a bit of a weakness, I can actually really play around with that movement and find out what works for me and how to work through it. Completely forgot to breathe through that entire sequence. Cool, works well. Yeah, you're gonna cruise that move now.
It's quite all right. I think a lot more people will get on it now and be encouraged to actually try the top part. I think people before, if they were just working from V5 to V6 in that range, when they got to that initial pocket or crimp, they would have been quite discouraged.
Cool. I feel like the addition at the beginning when you just like immediately kick into it has a really cool feeling to it.
Awesome, thank you.
And I feel like retains the feeling of the move and completely eliminates the chance to cheat through it.
Excellent. Today we put up a steep power endurance climb. Has some funky moves in there, some strangeness, hopefully get people thinking outside of the box. when we open up in just a couple weeks here. Just like to see everyone come in and give it a try. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you find yourself in Chicago, stop by sometime, check out the climbs, and let me know what you think.